Today I want to show you what I've been working on. It's an app called FWT Axis. It supports both operating systems, iOS and Android. And this app is my framework for habit tracking each and every day that helps me stay aligned with the Axis called life. And I've been using it for the past 2 years in this format, but in my journal. I was tracking it manually, but I've decided to automate some things thanks to the app, and it acts as an extension. That's important to mention, that it's not something essential in life. It just improves some aspects, so there is no dependency on it. It does some tracking automatically, and I'll talk about it a bit further in the video. Yeah, this essentially helps me streamline my journaling routine, and journaling is a central system in my life where I store all the important information, and that information helps me reflect and live more intentionally, right? Everything that I capture helps me move forward and basically do things that are important to me and know myself better from one day to another. And so let me walk you through the app now. It has really like two main features, I would say. The first one is tracking of streaks. So each and every day, I want to make sure that I track all of the 6 habits. If I complete it, my day is successful, and that's reflected in the calendar view of the app, where I display all the streaks in gold color, and I want to make sure to not break the chain, basically. Earn as much streaks as possible in one single sequence. And then the second feature is automatic tracking of certain habits. So there are integrations for some of the habits. Now, out of 6 habits, there are 3 or 4 habits that can be tracked using an integration. So let me walk you now through all of those 6 habits that are important, that my framework consists of, basically. So rise habit, it means that I define an hour each and every day. There is an hour defined in the settings of this app, which act as a threshold. So I want to wake up before that hour. If I complete it, I make the best use of daytime that the day gives me. And I'm maybe lucky enough to have a flexible routine at work, so I have to make sure that I stay disciplined, and this is basically about that. I have to set an alarm clock and really think about the important stuff that I need to do. So then there is, of course, this habit is tracked automatically. If you have a smartwatch on your wrist, there is really precise tracking of when you are awake and when you are asleep. So this app uses that information to determine the success rate for this habit. And then we have move. This is also a habit that can be tracked automatically using an integration with your operating system of health. Health provider that your system has. And so move is about keeping your body active. So each and every day I want to move. That's fundamental pillar of life. To stay healthy, you have to move. You have to keep active, and that's about that. So you track calories, you track steps, maybe exercise minutes. That's what can be automated. So it's being checked automatically in the app. You don't have to do it. So after move, there is frog. Frog is something I define a day before. So during the evening reflection, I define this frog, which means the hardest thing to do on a given day. If I know it, I define it, and I try to do it as soon in the day as possible. And the rest of the day then flows seamlessly and effortlessly, as only easier tasks are in the pipeline that I need to do. So eat the frog in the morning. That's that. And this is being tracked manually, so I have to click the habit to mark it as completed. Then there is play. It represents work, but I try to call it play. I try to reframe it this way, because I'm trying to frame work as play, as something I'm looking forward to doing, and not something I'm afraid to do, because I am in control, of the work I do. I need to be disciplined enough to do the work, so I try to frame it as play. And each and every day, I am tracking time on projects that I spend, and there is an integration with time tracking software that marks this habit as completed for you, so you don't have to take care of it manually. So that's play. It's the work aspect of life, and then we have relationships aspect of life, which is bond habits in the app. And that's basically, you could mark it as completed. Even before you wake up, you could say it's completed, because it's very easy to meet with people and really hang out with your partner, friends and family, acquaintances and whatnot. So it's not the big challenge for most people to just invest time in relationships. But during the COVID period, that was something I was struggling with, which is the reason why I decided to track this. The reality is that I haven't broken this habit for the past 500 days or so. Each and every day I'm spending time with some people, that are in my life, and basically no effort is required to complete it, but I keep it in the app just to be aware that relationships are very important, and we need to invest time daily into them, to make sure that we live to our fullest potential and we make the best use of the time in our lives. So we have work aspect, relationships aspect, health aspect, reflecting in the habits in the app. And then the last thing is next habit, which is a daily journaling routine and reflection that I'm doing at the end of each day. I look at my journal, which is a central system. I'm saying it again, it's a central system that tracks everything important in my life, and so during this reflection routine, I revisit my thoughts that I've captured during the day and prepare for the next day, right? So the process looks as follows. I track the time I'm journaling, so this app does it for you. It's a mindful session that's being tracked whenever you click the habit, and then you capture your overall mood you had during the day. That's a feeling inside you that's telling you how you felt, if you are drained, if it felt energizing. There are different feelings defined that you can capture in the app. So that's the first step. And then you define the frog for the next day. If there is any, you write it down in the journal, and basically you try to do it the next morning as the first thing, right? Because just to keep the flow of the day seamless. So that's reflection. That's the next habit, and this completes the list of the 6 habits that are being tracked within the app of axis, FWT axis. It helps me stay aligned with the axis of life. And so let me know what you think. Would this app be helpful to you? If so, I can provide you a closed test. I can invite you so you can have a look and share thoughts and feedback, and that would be really valuable for me to receive. It's already helping me, and I believe this app could help many other people, maybe including you. If you're trying to live an intentional life and you maybe even don't have a journaling routine as a central system in your life yet, you are maybe not planning to do even, But this app could be helpful even without it. I would say it's a nice view to have this calendar and seeing how many streaks there are in a row, and how this gives me a better understanding of my life and how I'm doing, basically. So it helps me zoom out and see as valuable information. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in next week's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If so, please subscribe. And yeah, thanks for your time, and see you. Bye.